Greetings from the Eccentric Man, and it's the day before Christmas Eve, and it's the second update and army showcase of the Canadians. The Eccentric Man YouTube channel is kindly sponsored by Lost Ark Games in Stevenage. If you're hoping to get anything before Christmas Day, they are open tomorrow, but check out their opening times. First up, we have our 4th unit of infantry. And with this unit, I've sort of mixed and matched the trousers and the shirts with different colours of the battle dress. Well, not necessarily the battle dress shirts of the denim and the dark sand colour. So that's the last infantry unit so far. I may well do a 4th. Just as it takes us. Let's just slide and move that up. So yeah, may do a 5th. What we're looking at. But a mix of uniform in this unit of the Canadians. That's the basic infantry done. Next up, let's start on the support teams, the artillery. We have our 25 pounder with its 3 crew for bolt action and our spotter. The artillery piece is from West Wind. It's 12 quid for the artillery piece, a limber and 3 crew, but I don't like the crew particularly, so I've kit bashed using the plastic Canadian and 8th Army. Much the same as I've kit bashed with the Observer. So 25 pounder, it's 12 quid as I said for the gun. You can't get the 8th Army gun just a crew and the gun on its own. You have to go for the quad and the limber, which takes it up to about 30 odd quid. So a cheaper way of doing it is getting that West Wind gun and kit bashing your crew. So that's the 25 pounder. For the mortar team, I used the Warlord Games metal mortar, but again kit bashed the the crew. Put them on a little circular base and used a bit of Fenris Games rock rubble from the Rubble City range. Kit bashed the spotter, who comes in I think 3 parts. Well, 3 kits from the Italian. He's got the Italian arms with the little notepad. He's got the German body and the Canadian bonnet hat. So that was an interesting little move. Just trying to get all the bits to make him. So that's the mortar, medium mortar, and spotter. So yeah, bit of fun with doing that. Again, a mix of the uniform with the shorts and the denim shirts in the darker colour. So that's the mortar. A bit of a larger support option, the Sherman. And if you remember back to the previous video, it's a Sherman 5, and the Canadians had the 3s and the 5s, and it was sort of denoted with the different gearbox cover. So that's the one that I went for the gearbox really to make it. It's marked up in the 1st Canadian 3 Rivers Tank Regiment with the Canadian flag on the side. It was painted in Vallejo buff and then dry brushed over. Well, the black was black with a dark grey highlight, and then it was all washed, and then it was dry brushed up and some sand weathering powder put on it and then varnished. So that's the Sherman. Last up is the officer and his Oppo NCO with the submachine gun, Thompson submachine gun. And then to the left we've got the medic, and to the right we've got the free artillery observer. The two figures in the middle are the only metal figures, apart from the gun and the mortar, in the army. The rest of it is all plastic. So he's come from the 8th Army support box. And that's where I think the mortar comes from, that as well. So, got the medic. He's a kit bash with a couple of bits. The mug is the standard issue 43 mug, which is the chocolate brown colour. Prior to that, it was in the white with a blue rim, just for those tin cup aficionados. Yeah, that's the one. So a kit bash for the free artillery observer. So that makes up all the units that I have so far. There are 2 more units, as I talked about in the last video, that I want to put with it. One is the Bishop self-propelled gun, and that's a nice enclosed 25 pounder. Not particularly good, but it's fun. It looks fun. And then I need an Italian truck, because the Canadians, when they deployed, didn't have the transport that they needed, so they were very short of it. So any captured vehicles they pressed into service. So I'm going to be getting an Italian truck. I think I'll be putting my order into paint and glue for those, so that'll be good. I'll go for the resin, I think. Slightly more expensive, but they're a nice finish. So that's the units on their own. So next up is to put get all the figures out and put them on a table and a battle mat, and then take some photographs of them for the final showcase for you. So back in the tick. So let's get it, just make sure it's in focus. Might be a bit shaky. Here's the army so in full with our 4 infantry units, the free artillery observer with his mate, a medic, a second lieutenant or first lieutenant and his mate, the NCO with the submachine gun, 2-inch mortar, Piat team, Sherman, medium mortar and spotter, 25 pounder and spotter. So we've got a truck and the Bishop to add. The Bishop can substitute in for the Sherman. So this is the army complete so far, and we'll just have a little whiz through. To show how it looks on the rocky grass mat from Geek Villain. The basing, which is Luke's from Geek Games, Geek Gaming, the Ready Base Mediterranean mix. So yeah, I'm very pleased with how they've come out. We might get a bark in the background. So I'm hoping to get them perhaps on the table, in the new year. We shall see. Well, what are we going to do for chain of command then? So at the moment I've got it set for bolt action, but we need to change it around for chain of command. What I need is more big men. So I need to make a few more sergeants. I need to make another Piat team perhaps, another mortar team, and I need to get a 6-pounder anti-tank gun because it's a bit more in the later war. So we need a 6-pounder anti-tank gun. We need perhaps some support troops, an engineer section, something like that. So what we're going to have to do is get another box or two of the Canadians and the 8th Army, and then start to build up the units for chain of command. So an ongoing project still, and we'll be working for update 3 for the chain of command and the chain of command showcase. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and hit the notification button because we're going to be doing some live streams coming up, so it will give you the schedule time for that, and that's going to be with Alex from Storm of Steel. So we're going to be doing some of those in the new year. So get that notification button up. I'm going to be doing the 3,000 subscriber giveaway after Christmas. So this should go live the night before Christmas Eve. So have a good Christmas, have a good New Year, and we'll see you in early January. So take care and have fun.